Welcome back to the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. Hopefully you haven't left us at all because we have a Saturday full of NIHL TV network games. This will be our 5th of 6 games today. We are into the 14U age group. This will be between the Bantam 14U AA Stallions in the Premier Select bracket and then the Peoria Junior Mustangs. When we take a look at the playoffs between these two teams.
Yep, in just a second. gotta get it working.
Aaron is working on the
working diligently to get this up and working. I can't get it centered. You know what? You guys are gonna see it uncentered.
I went to that one first just because
there.
I saw you.
It's uncentered, but there it is right there.
Well, so these two teams both played last night. The Peoria Junior Mustangs got the better of the Stallions 4-3 on the South Rink here at Glacier Ice Arena, where we are here again today. But
no, this is the North Rink.
This is the North Rink.
Oh, you just meant Glacier Ice Arena where we are today.
I was just saying it all fancy. Yeah,
yes, we are at Glacier still, yes.
This will be the 5:30 game. It's 5:34. The last game went into overtime, so we may be a little delayed, but we're glad you are joining us. These two teams play today. If the Peoria Junior Mustangs win, they move on to the United Center on March 9th. If the Stallions win, these two teams will play once more tomorrow night at 6:20 p.m. on this same North Rink because they will have a decisive best of 3. It's basically like a game 7. That's game 3 between these two teams.
Yep.
On the other side of the bracket, you have the Ice Dogs and the North Shore Hockey Club. They'll play after this. The Ice Dogs won that game last night at 9-10, 5-0. So game 2 will follow this one as well. Let's take a look at the standings for the regular season with these two teams. Of course, Peoria Junior Mustangs are the first seed.
Yeah, these standings were basically dominated by the Peoria Junior Mustangs and the Ice Dogs. A combined 31-3-2 between those two teams during the regular season this year. They are the unquestioned 1 and 2 seeds in this 14U Premier Select Division.
Yeah, so the Stallions coming in at 4th. They are 9-7-2 with 20 points. The Peoria Junior Mustangs, as Aaron was talking about, they were 16-1-1 with 33 points, 98 goals for, 23 against. That's a plus 75 goal differential. Meanwhile, the Stallions 57 goals for, 51 against, 6 goal differential.
That 23 goals, Mike, I think impresses me more than the 98 goals as they gave up 23 goals in 18 games. And the Stallions touched them up for 3 last night. So they were able to get something going.
You can be a very flashy offensive team, but are you defensively sound? And it looks as though these Peoria Junior Mustangs are both. We have about a minute to go here in warm-ups as both teams are moving their way around. We have 2 goaltenders on, it looks like, just the one side. I see a goalie mask on the bench for the Peoria Mustangs, but I believe the only goaltender listed, no, actually there's 2 listed for Peoria. We will have to see who is starting.
And I think I've actually seen both of these goalies play for the Stallions, both Derek Cito and Flynn Walker.
I have
I've seen both of them play, so not entirely sure who will get the nod, but 2 goalies to the max, so to speak, for the Peoria Mustangs. Both of their goalies' names, Max.
Yeah.
You got Maximus and Maximo.
I like it.
Yeah, goalies to the max.
Hey, if you're a big goalie, you're at the max, right?
Yes.
So
we'll see which Max gets the call here in game 2.
Yeah, we'll have to wait till those tendies are in the net to give you the starting rosters, but the Northern Illinois Hockey League, NIHL, is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois, and as one of the largest in the country, it is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all of the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 55th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. And NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee Wee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament. The games this weekend are critical in deciding which teams will reach the NIHL Championship games held at the United Center on March 9th. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Scott Larson, NIHL Vice President, or visit the website at nihil.info. All right, both teams having their little powwows in front of the net. Leaning on the back of the net. I always like to see
climbing on the
that.
back of the net over here
brave.
to our right.
I don't know if those moorings would support me, so I would never do something like that.
Certainly wouldn't support me. I don't know that I can.
I'm just not that trusting.
I don't know that I can climb on the back of the net at this point either. I don't know that I have that kind of agility at this point in my life.
So it looks as though we are going to have Maximo Montague. Is that
we don't have pronunciations.
Yeah,
that's the one thing we didn't get.
We may need a little help with that today, but
yeah, we'll see if anybody's watching can give us the accurate pronunciation for the starting goalie for Peoria Junior, number 32. We want to make sure we get it right.
Montan guys.
Yeah, that's how I would pronounce it unless I was told otherwise. Montan guys, yeah.
Montan guys. Okay.
We'll see if we get different pronunciation. I know we have some of the best fans watching us, and I'm sure there are some down in Peoria checking things out. So if you know, please let us know. And it looks like Flynn Walker will get the nod for the Stallions.
I see Derek Sato on the bench. So it'll be Walker in net for the Chicago Stallions. And we are almost underway here. Looks like Gulich will be taking the opening draw for the Stallions. On the Mustangs side of things, that is Borman, Jack Borman. He had a goal yesterday on the power play. We are underway, 15-minute periods, and that puck is already in the home bench.
The Stallions sending a message 3 seconds into the game, shooting it into the Mustangs bench.
Yeah, the net is over there, not in the bench. So
the Stallions just telling the Mustangs to keep their head on a swivel.
I guess so. We'll do it again here. And it's the Stallions that get the puck into the Peoria end, but Peoria able to corral defensively. They throw that all the way back up, though. That'll be our first icing. So we haven't really even gotten far into this game, and we've already had 2 whistles.
No, we're 18 seconds in, and we've been on time for just about every game. We had an overtime game last time. The first game we're starting a little bit late for. We get 2 whistles in the first 18 seconds. Why not?
Yeah, right, might as well. Face off to the left of Montanguis. Peoria comes up with the puck. Rotated around the end boards and try to click that out of the zone, but they finally do. It's up to Babcock right over the line. He tries to find the trailer. Doesn't quite make it, but it goes in front of the net. Chicago Stallions moving it the other way.
And I think the big thing here for me, Mike, we've spent this morning doing 10U and 12U games, and you really do see a speed difference the minute you get to this 14U level. The kids are a little bit more grown up, a little bit more comfortable in their bodies with what their bodies can do out there, and you just see some physicality, you see some more speed, and we're going to see another whistle and now a penalty.
Now a hooking call going against the Stallions, so they will head to the box, and Peoria will be on their first man advantage. I mentioned that Jack Borman's goal yesterday, he took the opening face-off tonight, was on the power play. We'll see if the Stallions can convert again in this game. Trying to see a number in the box. That looks like 21 Gunnar Goldman for the Stallions in the box. So a hooking call and the first man advantage within the literally at the first minute.
Feels like we've been playing for 20 minutes already. Too many whistles in the early going for my liking. Clean it up, boys.
Down low. Worked back to the point for Kim. Kept in at the blue line and a nice wrist shot, but it just doesn't go all the way through, and it's cleared back out. Peoria will have to regroup. That's Kleist. Corralling things behind his own net, waiting for the setup. Peoria struggled to clear that one, and it's sent back down. Axel with a nice read on that one. Kim now sending that up to Babcock. Over the line. Has a trailer in Kim. Likes to rotate that puck along the boards, and that goes up and over the net. That's down low with John O'Connell. Sent back up to the point. And look out, here comes a possible breakaway for the Stallions. But some good back checking by Kleist.
Kleist is fast,
knock that one off and keep the danger at bay. Going wide, a shot, hit the pads of goaltender Flynn Walker.
That was an impressive back check, defense into offense by Zachary Kleist.
In the skates down low, not able to take the shot before that is gloved by Walker, and we'll get a face-off. 12:48 to go, 48 seconds left on the power play for Peoria. Looking to strike early in this one, as Aaron mentioned to me that Peoria was down yesterday.
They were down 2-0, down 2-0, down 3-2. They scored.
Still came back.
Yeah, they scored with about 4.5 minutes left, and then scored a couple minutes later to take the late lead.
That rebound, or that redirect, almost went on net, but stays below the goal line. They pull it back out now. Peoria looking to work with it, but they'll have to regroup. This is a fast Peoria team. One thing that I know that they've stressed from players that I've known that have played in the actual Peoria Mustangs, that's NA3 hockey. That's different from this, but it's very similar coaching. They all work hand in hand together. One thing that they stress, speed and hockey IQ. You have to know when you're head checking. You have to know where you are on the ice. When your team is moving up the ice, your skates are pointed at the attacking goal. You are moving with the rest of your unit. And so far, I've seen a lot from that in Peoria here today. There's another whistle, though, and we will get an icing. This will send the power play back on their heels. 14 seconds to go on that man advantage, but the faceoff will be in the Mustangs' end.
Yeah, one opportunity for the Peoria Junior Mustangs on this power play, but Stallions have done a nice job on this kill for the most part.
That was a rough puck drop. It actually bounced off the ice, and Peoria comes up with it. Trying to get one last rush on this power play. Bowman goes wide, sent back to the point in Kleiss. A rising shot is tipped in front, but it comes down, and Walker is able to glove.
Yeah, Walker tried to make the glove save through traffic, but I think that bounced down right in front of him, but he was able to follow it all the way in, so even after the deflection, he was able to just cover it up.
The Stallions donning those Boston Bruins-esque black and gold jerseys. They came out to black and yellow. The Peoria Mustangs in their baby blue. Look out, here's an opportunity in front. That comes across the goal mouth. Nothing doing, though. A little bit more physicality in this game, as you see checking is allowed compared to some of the other games we've seen today. Getting physical along the half wall right there. Peoria, though, able to turn that away into the neutral zone and delay this Stallions rush. And we have a whistle. I believe that was going to be offside.
Yeah, late whistle on that offsides call, but yep, that is the call.
So both teams back to even strength here. Nothing on that Peoria power play. It doesn't seem as though the Stallions gained much momentum from it or energy either. Well, they are getting a chance to be back in the offensive zone a little bit here. Try to throw that in front. That could have been a little dangerous, and they whack away at it, but a whistle stops that one.
And Jake Pease, you see him look up at the official with just sort of that 14-year-old eye roll, right? As if, well, why'd you blow the whistle? You know, I had a 16-year-old, but when she was 14, she rolled her eyes at me like that almost every single day, as that puck was still loose on that far post.
I never rolled my eyes at my parents.
Sure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure.
Yeah. Stallions have it now in the offensive zone. That's Pease again, throws it in front, and oh my goodness, all day in front of the nets. And that was Timothy Houghton the third, just sending that one up into the uprights, into the netting above the cage. It was wide open in the slot.
Yeah, he used a pitching wedge there when he needed to use his 3-iron.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with the pitching wedge. I don't do irons too well.
I don't do anything very well. I
don't do drivers. I don't do golf very well. It seems like that was an unfair drop, so we'll do that one more time.
Well, it was Houghton not set yet, and the official didn't see him, so he dropped the puck, and then the official down here in front of us blew the whistle and told him to do it again.
Peoria wins this one. Sent around the end boards, up the half wall, flipped out of the zone. A little bit of physicality along the boards there. Peoria chasing that puck down, able to get there with the stick. I don't know if the reach is going to be enough, so they'll battle for it to a side along those corner boards. And still trying to dig that out. Peoria does, but they had a man on the half wall for the Stallions, so Stallions will take that puck up. It's Pease. Oh, and a big shoulder from Kleist on Pease.
Yeah, Kleist has shown the offense, the defense, and now the physicality here in the first 5 minutes. He is a good hockey player.
A little bit of a response there on both corners in the Mustangs defensive zone. Still some muscling along the boards. They're back into that far corner there. Thrown back to the point, sent into an open area, but only Stallions jerseys there. They'll be able to flip that out and send that all the way down. We'll get an icing stopping play. 9:57 to go here in period number 1, and we're moving along here, but
yeah,
a lot of whistles because, I don't know, a lot of icings, and these teams are very cautious with each other right now.
Yeah, Peoria obviously on the upper, has the upper hand here with the 1-0 lead in this best of 3.
Ooh, that one went right into the midsection of Peter Polsky. He ate that shot from the point. O'Connell, stick handling. This goes wide, wraparound opportunity, nobody in front of the net. And here come the Stallions the other way. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry, but good back checking from Kim and Peoria, and they keep that danger to the outsides. Thrown up top. There's Babcock again, finding the far side. That's O'Connell once more. Tried to stick handle through one. Not able to. That puck came out, I think, but we get no call. We play on. Here's Peoria. Oh, a really good chance there. Goaltender was in that pseudo VH position and just not able to put that puck home off of a controversial keep-in call. That could have been very controversial.
And still allowing Peoria here to possess and continue this offensive shift as the puck is deflected into the seats. But yeah, close play there at the point, and nobody had a better view of it than the Chicago Stallions coaching staff, and they both thought it was offsides, but no damage done.
What I mean by that pseudo VH, one of the goaltender's pads is up vertical, one is horizontal, VH. It gives you the illusion that they're able to push and get to where they need to be, but it still allows that 5-hole to be open. So if you can find a low shot to the 5-hole, it's what Jonathan Tays used to do in the shootouts. It's what Alexander Barkov does whenever he gets an open lane nowadays. Kleist now gives
Look at
chase.
You busting out the Alexander Barkov knowledge here tonight.
I watched a couple videos on
I didn't
YouTube.
think we were going to get some Florida Panthers lore here this evening.
We're getting a whistle. It's a hand pass, so looks like this puck will come to the dot. Is that out of the zone? I believe yes. For the Stallions, it'll be Franken at the dot. For the Peoria Junior Mustangs, it'll be Jack Borman again. Kleist sends that D to D. Moved it up to O'Connell. Ran out of room there, and Peoria loses the puck. Flipped back into their zone. It's the Stallions who try to go to work down low now, but Kleist, really good puck possession defensively, keeping that out. And Peoria goes the other way. Mustangs, O'Connell along the half wall, muscled down by 2 Stallions there. And this is sent to the far side, kept in at the point by Peoria, sent down low.
Crazy bounce in the corner.
Yeah. Stallions desperately trying to get this puck out, at least to the neutral zone. They will. It goes a little too far, and we will have an icing.
Very choppy first half of this first period. As you mentioned, last whistle, a lot of whistles here in the early going.
7:43 still on that clock. Shots on goal, if that's accurate, 3-2 in favor of Peoria. Not a whole lot of offensive opportunities for both teams. We talked about that lockdown defense that Peoria has. It seems like the Stallions have come to play with that as well. Peoria knocking the Stallions off the puck with some good positioning, good stick checks. Almost gave it away in the slot. They do now. A shot, and it rattled around, but it finds its way into the corner. A couple of bodies crashing into those corner boards as well. Stallions pick this up and try to throw it in front. Stick checked when they did. Thrown in front finally, but it's a blue stick there to pick that off. It's still in though. Alford tried to throw that from the point, but it didn't get through. Finds his stick again. He tried to have an option up front in the neutral zone, just didn't get it. Here comes Peoria the other way. Peoria, the shot goes wide, may have been deflected. Thrown to the point. Kleist, he has been all over the ice tonight. I don't think he's been off. I mean, that's basically their #1 defenseman, it looks like, right there. And we're getting another whistle. This is going to be a cross-checking penalty.
And the Stallions again.
And another opportunity for this Peoria team.
Maybe Reed Alford, he doesn't like the call, kind of palms up, but I think he's the one who's going to be going to the box here.
We just saw him try to take a slap shot from the point offensively. I didn't quite see that cross-check defensively. There were a couple players crashing into the boards, but that's what the referee is there for, and they make the call, and Peoria will go back to power play.
We don't have to see it. We just have to tell you what they said.
Exactly. Still waiting for a couple more skaters on the Stallions side of things.
And only got 3 out there. There's the 4th as Ian Batty comes off the bench.
In for the draw one more time, Jack Borman on the power play. Sent up the wall. Kim not able to keep that, so it comes all the way back out. I don't think Kleist has seen the bench yet today. Here he is again on the puck.
Workhorse out there.
He's competing with Jack Hughes for longest shift ever. And here's O'Connell in the corner, trying to find a lane, a little sauce pass. They'll cycle the puck down low. Sent a little too far out of the reach, and the Stallions will be able to go off the glass and all the way out. They're actually going to get to this puck first, but it is an icing call because it's based on the dots. So Peoria got to the dots before the Stallions were able to get to that puck. How do you feel about that rule, Aaron? I don't know.
I think it's safe. I think any rule that keeps the players safe, and we should point out that penalty to Reed Alford was a 4-minute cross check.
Oh.
It may have been a little upstairs.
Oh, could be. I did not see drawing, but look out. That might have hit the post. Yeah, I believe so. Thrown back in front. Yeah, so there's still 3 minutes and 15 seconds on this man advantage. Peoria desperately wants to do something on this opportunity. A shot from the point from Kim. It goes to the back door and just skied over, and it hits the net. Netting.
I'm interested to see what happens. That we may have been looking at a 5-minute major there because we've been on this power play for more than 53 seconds at this point, right?
I don't believe so.
You don't think so? You think it was a double minor?
I think that was a double minor. I did not see any blood drawn. I don't know if that's necessarily.
I don't think that's necessarily the rule at this level.
If it's just malicious, I think you can give the double minor.
Yeah, I mean, but to answer your initial question, I think any rule that keeps these kids safe, but allows them to still learn the game is fine. So. If that's how icing is ruled to keep the players safe, then I'm all for it.
I believe if that was the 5-minute, the only reason I'm saying I don't think it was a 5-minute one, I don't think there was that time on the clock. Also, I think we would have seen
second player in the bench or in the box.
In the box, and I believe that would have been them escorting Alford out, give him the 5 and the 10.
5 and a 10, yeah.
Couple of good opportunities for Peoria as they break back into the zone. 2:30 to go on the power play. A shot into the midsection of Walker, and he steers that one clear, but the danger is not completely gone. Oh, look out, a hit from behind, and we're going to get another penalty, this time on the team that was on the power play. Peoria will go to the box. You just can't do that. I mean, you got to know where you're at on the ice and where the other player is as far as the numbers. But we'll see if that is a 4 or if that's a, I don't believe that'll be a 5. That looks like that would be a 4 as well, right?
Those are the dents.
They're only giving him 2.
Those hits from behind, I've seen them called a lot during the regular season as 2 and 10s.
Okay.
But it doesn't. It looks like that is exactly what we're going to get here. Is the Mustangs will send Jaden Petrie to the penalty box as well. So looks like a 2 and 10 here on Thomas Kimball. So he'll be down for a while.
So Kimball will have to sit for the rest of this period and then some. Meanwhile, the Mustangs and the Stallions playing 4-on-4 hockey in the meantime for at least another minute 50. Physical game thus far. It's been good, but you don't want to hurt your team too much going to the box. A couple of stick handles, and that one just goes wide. May have gotten tipped on the way there as well. Stallions picking this puck up, finally able to clear the zone easily. A lot of open ice out there. Pease throwing that in. It's padded away. That goes around the end boards. Pease able to hold that in there. Mustangs will go to work now. Trying to throw that in front. Had to be blocked away by the goaltender, Montanguise. Babcock now over the line for the Mustangs. Sent back door, just couldn't connect. And good puck protection along the boards by the Stallions. They're able to at least clear their zone, but it's in the hands of the Mustangs once more. Nice spin move at the line, but it's picked off, and here come the Stallions the other way. A little bit of a backhand toe drag that didn't work out, and the hands came up high from the Mustangs. The Stallions bench wanted a call there. Hands palm up in the air. We play on.
Now we talked about how the 14U feels like a bit of a different game than what we've seen with the 10Us and 12Us, and it's because of the physicality that's allowed at this level.
A lot more physicality there as the Stallions were trying to break in. Puck goes up over the glass and out of play. We'll get a face-off with 3:26 to go. 25 seconds in 4-on-4 hockey remaining, and then the Chicago Stallions will have a power play for about, what was that, 15 seconds after
18.
that?
Math.
18, yeah.
Math. You can't do that on one hand.
I can't.
You struggle with it.
I don't have enough fingers. I got to start using my toes. Peoria moving back up with it. Babcock. This is right where you want to be when the man is getting out of the box for the Stallions, is in the Stallions zone. Kill some more of their power play time. Kept in at the point. Into the corner, they battle for it. And this puck finally makes its way out, and that's just as the power play was expiring. Well, it was 4-on-4, but the man's coming out of the box. So
yeah, still 15 seconds on the power play for the Mustangs. They had the 4-minute penalty that.
Right.
So still 15 seconds on that 4-minute power play.
Right,
and
yes.
The Mustangs will still be up a skater.
Yeah, so my apologies. It is the Mustangs who definitely want to be in the offensive zone because their player will be coming out of the box. They'll get the advantage. Rung around the end boards. Not able to be kept in by Peoria, so they will regroup at center ice. Kleist still out there. I'm sure he maybe hit the bench at some point, but out there once more. He wears the C, at least for the defense on this team. I'm not sure if they have an offensive captain as well. Some teams elect to do that. Kept in nicely as that kind of rode up the defender's stick. And oh, wow, having to flash the leather was Flynn Walker on that shot.
And that was Owen Almond keeping it in, coming in from the neutral zone, came across the blue line, kept it in with his body, was able to control it, played it down to his forehand, and that was a nice hard snapshot that Walker was able to gobble up.
Still scoreless in this one as all of the penalties have expired. However, one man still in the box for Peoria. He has to serve the 10 minutes, but both teams back to full strength, 5 skaters aside. Kleist moving that puck back up. It is Jaden Petrie moving that puck up the wing. Too many. Oh, look out, a shot. That was in the breadbasket. It was loose. Just thrown back in front. A couple of dangerous opportunities for the Peoria Mustangs here as they try to battle for it to a side in the corner. Thrown around the far side and not going to be able to be kept in by Kleist, and Peoria will regroup as I thought teams were going to change sides there, change lines there, but no, everybody stays on the ice. They're ready to go here. Peoria behind the net. Sticked out of there by the Stallions. But Peoria right at this blue line. It's like they've built a residency here as they are right back in every single time that puck has been cleared. Stallions just trying to live to fight another day. Big hit along the wall there. At one time it was legal.
Timothy Houghton on Jacob Kim. Good legal hard shoulder check.
1 minute remaining in this first period. Peoria out shooting Chicago 11-4. And it looks like they are not going to stop anytime soon. Keeping this puck in is Kleist. He evades one at the line. Moving in, the defenseman pinching. Down low, trying to find a lane to the center. Peoria can't quite do that. It comes to the point. It's nicely kept in. Ramped up off the stick of Kleist and sent into the corner. Rung all the way around. They battle for it. 3 there in the corner for the Stallions on defense. 2 for Peoria. They come up with it. They're still on the attack. 15 to go here. This entire last minute has been in this Chicago Stallions end. They've got to have some tired legs out there.
The Stallions have been on the defense here for probably the last 3 or 4 minutes of actual gameplay. The entire final 20% of this period was played in the zone down to our left.
Saved by the bell, and we will go to the second period scoreless after the Mustangs and the Stallions deadlocked at 0, like I mentioned. All right, the Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Blackhawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. The Blackhawks are in Columbus to face Dalton's Blue Jackets at 6 p.m. Dalton working the camera for us today, so we thank him for that. That is on Chicago Sports Network Plus, but you don't want to tune into that. You want to stay on this game. You can put the Blackhawks on the little TV. There's plenty more Blackhawks games to go, and they'll be playing again tomorrow against the Maple Leafs at home. Maybe you can even go to the game. They'll be wearing those lovely Winter Classic jerseys at 6 p.m. against the Leafs on ESPN and Hulu. Don't miss Chicago Blackhawks in action. The Chicago Blackhawks also want to let you know that registration is now open for the Chicago Blackhawks 2025 Youth Summer Camps. Camps are being held for boys and girls ages 6 to 13, June 9th through the 13th, and July 28th through August 1st at the Blackhawks practice facility, Fifth Third Arena in Chicago. Also at Fifth Third, we are proud to present our all-girls camp, Big Strides, designed for ages 12 to 18, the week of June 23rd through the 27th. All camps are full day. Players will participate in 2 on-ice practices, 2 hours of off-ice activities. Full equipment and basic comprehension of skating is required. For more information and to register, please visit www.nhl.com/blackhawks/amateur/hockey-camps. As we are back underway here, another 15 on the clock as they switch sides. Peoria in front, and that was a really good opportunity. That was just steered wide by Walker in the net. Another stop. It's still loose. Oh, wow, a huge hit from behind, but we're going to get a penalty on that one. Peoria was hit into the back of the net. I'm not sure why that was called. I think that's a legal hit there, Aaron.
Yeah, Harry Crumblis banging his stick on the ice. He doesn't know why the play was stopped, as Aaron Sperling will go to the box for that check. By the way, Aaron spells his name wrong. I don't know. Call that out. He spells it with 1 A. It's clearly the right way is with 2 A's.
It's not like the Aaron Shellen, right?
Right. Clearly there's 2 A's is the right way to do it. No, he's in the box for 2 minutes. And there was a 2-on-1 going the other direction for the Stallions as well when that whistle was blown.
Yeah, it was a frenzy in front of the net, in front of Walker, though, and I thought for sure one of those pucks would have found its way in, one of those shots, but nothing doing. We stayed deadlocked, scoreless in this one. But Peoria back on the power play. It feels like they've been on the power play all day here. Thrown in front, good stick from the defenseman to keep that point-blank shot from going on net. It's thrown into the corner, hits the glass. I believe that hit netting, though, and we will get a whistle stopping play.
Yeah, just like at the end of the third period, all of the play in the Chicago Stallions defensive zone. They got to figure out a way to kill off this power play and then put together a couple of shifts in a row here and just try to generate some momentum as they're being completely hemmed in their own zone right now.
Thrown back up the half wall. Kleist still out there for this Peoria team. I don't think he takes breaks, folks. Thrown down into the Stallions' end. They're trying to clear that puck while they're a man short, but it's momentarily kept in, lost at the point by Kleist. Batty tried to stick check him, but Kleist is going end-to-end with this one. Tried to maneuver his way towards the front of the net, but just kind of lost the puck on the edge of his stick. This is going to be kept in by Borman. Thrown to the point, and oh, look out, here comes a possible breakaway for the Stallions. Don't quite have the speed, though, and Kim able to back check and lift the stick nicely and keep that puck from a dangerous area on the Peoria side of things. 52 seconds to go on their man advantage. Peoria still struggling to convert here. Until now, here's a backdoor pass. Oh, and just whiffed on the shot, and we get a glove and a stoppage of play from Flynn Walker.
A nice pass across John O'Connell down here in front of us. Just rolled off the end of his stick as he attempted the shot, and easy cover for Flynn Walker.
Faceoff will come to Walker's left. That'll be lining up for the draw Jackson LaFrance, number 91 for the Peoria Mustangs. It's the Stallions that come up with it. Gulich won the draw. Kleist once again covering that point. Good puck protection. Throwing that puck off the skate of a Stallion. It pops back out of the zone, so Peoria will have to regroup with just about 20 seconds remaining on the man advantage. 12:42 in this second period, still on the clock. Oh, look out. That was rocketed into the Peoria bench, and we'll get another stoppage of play. Shots on goal. 13-4 in favor of Peoria, yet I guess Flynn Walker and that defense have stood tall.
And it's 13-4, but the Stallions also haven't had a shot on goal since, I don't know, about the 8-minute mark of the first period.
Okay, that's probably about right, yeah. That power play didn't accomplish much for them. Still 5 seconds to go on it, but here come the Stallions out of the zone. They evade all of the danger on that man advantage for the Mustangs. Out of the bench was a stick checker and a shot and a beautiful glove save by Walker. He could have flashed the leather a little bit on that one, but he decided to just hold it there. That was
just held it and showed it.
Very nice. Looks like it'll be Jaden Petrie at the dot for the Mustangs up against Gulich. Ready to go. Puck is dropped. Stallions win that faceoff in their defensive end. Sent up the half wall. Nice little pass finds its way through the defender's legs on Peoria, and another pass to the back door for the Stallions, and that one was a little bit tricky for goaltender Montagues. Came up over his head after the deflection. Peoria now trying to throw that in front of the net. Kick to the stick. Houghton tried to clear that puck, but it's Babcock keeping that one in. Can't find a lane to get that puck into the net or into the crease area. Board battle there. A couple of sticks tie up. And it's Peoria that fishes that puck off the boards, but they're not able to turn around in front of the net to get the shot off. Into this corner. And thrown out of the zone by the Stallions. Peoria will have to regroup, but look out, here comes Gulich on the wing, shooting that one wide. Stallions trying to get some offensive zone time here. They pick that puck up in the corner, that's Pease. Backdoor opportunity is Gulich, but couldn't quite get the pass to him. Stick checked as the puck arrived. Board battle forward along this near side. Again, Pease had to fight two Peoria forwards in order to get that puck. Well, a forward and maybe a defenseman back there. Babcock elects to just dump that puck and change. It's a full sail change for Peoria. Stallions weren't able to catch it on the because they were switching out one or two as well. Sent all the way back down, and we will get an icing stop and play. 10:30 to go here in this second period.
Yeah, I mean, Mustangs have outplayed the Stallions here through, a period in 5 minutes, but Flynn Walker's kept the Stallions in the game, and, we talked about this, I think it was in the first game, that a good goalie can, lead you to the promised land, so to speak, if a goalie's on a hot streak, and Flynn's played pretty well so far today.
Puck is dropped, and Stallions are able to puck protect in their own zone. Thrown out of the zone there. Ryan trying to chip and chase. Kleiss, though, always out on this ice. Can we get a timer on his shift? In all seriousness, I know there was that full sail change from the Peoria Mustangs, but I have always seen this man on defense. Every single time it seems like he has done that little button hook move to puck protect and go D to D or go defense to offense for this Peoria team.
Yeah, if he's not out there the whole time, he's got the puck on his stick whenever he is out there.
Yeah, he is possibly the biggest factor in this game apart from the goaltenders keeping this a scoreless contest. Peoria moving in out of their own end. I don't know if that pass was intended for Kleiss, but the Mustangs are in now. Shot is sticked wide into the corner. They battle for it, and it's flipped all the way back out, and we will get another icing.
And you wonder, Mike, if the Stallions are comfortable playing a choppy game like this, you know, keeping Peoria maybe out of a little bit of offensive rhythm by, you know, just turning the puck, getting it out of the zone, or, you know, being okay with offsides, being okay with icings.
Now, you saw these two teams last night, right?
This is on the other rink. I didn't get to watch this game yesterday.
Okay,
this was on the south rink.
Gotcha, okay. So I was going to say maybe this was not the game plan last night, but they realized they had to stop maybe some of the rushes.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the Stallions team probably
right
5 or 6 times over the last couple of years. These players specifically at, you know, 14U level and 12U prior to this. But
we mentioned earlier in the day, hockey is a game of matchups. So I wonder if this is how they want to play against this team, as you were kind of alluding to, just because of the fact that, you know, oh, look out, we're getting a penalty here.
It's going to be on the Mustangs. And, yeah, Wirtz needs to be careful. Had some extra words for the official after he got sent off. You got to be careful in a situation like that, or you could find yourself in there for an extra 10.
I didn't see what the motion was from the referee. I don't know if that was a hook or what he got him for there. It kind of happened in this near corner that we can't fully see all too well here because the partition kind of gets in the way, but the Stallions with their power play now, seeing if they can convert on something. You know, it's not that Peoria plays a lot off the rush, but they are a fast checking team. So if you're the Stallions and you want to play that stop and go game, oh, look out, blown a tire,
yeah,
that's Northrop.
Axel, just Northrop, yeah, just went down in a heap. Looked like a sniper got him.
Trying to send that puck out of the zone. They're not able to, and this goes all the way back. Chicago Stallions will have to regroup on their man advantage in their own zone. And sent all the way back down. Golden will chase.
Oh, waved off the icing at the last minute.
And Hooten will move this puck in. Stick checked as he got in, but nicely taken off the puck with a big hit there, and here comes Peoria the other way. There's Babcock weaving into the middle, and a nice glove save. Shooter was moving left, shot was going right, and goaltender Flynn Walker stayed with him.
Yeah, Walker he's casual with the glove. I mean, he's obviously got a very skilled glove that he's making that save with, but not flashy when he makes the save with that glove hand.
He's a very big goaltender. We saw a big goaltender in the last game for the Irish Rovers in that 12U game. He's probably about the same size. Those pads, I mean, it's probably an illusion, but they even look a little bit bigger. On the other side, once again, we have a smaller goaltender in Maximo Montangus. So, you know, it's not necessarily, we said this in the last game about the size of the dog. It's about the, what was that?
It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome.
That's the assist, but nobody has one today as we are still scoreless, and that is an offside. So this puck will come back out of the zone in this very choppy game here.
Yeah, halfway through, I feel like we've had about a whistle a minute here through the first period and a half.
If you're staying with us, this is the second period, not the third, despite, no, we wouldn't have been in the third anyways, but a lot of choppiness, and it seems the Stallions are comfortable playing that style.
Ooh.
Walker decided to play that puck after gloving a hard slap shot from the neutral zone, and could have been dangerous as Peoria was forechecking strongly there. Peoria, nice moves at the red line, a couple of stick handles. I believe that was Brewer, but just not able to find his way to the net. Yeah, Griffin Brewer with some nice fine stick handles. A little physicality along the boards. 3 Stallions are in there. They poke that puck out to the defense. Ryan now along the half wall. A late shoulder in there from the Stallions, trying to pry that puck loose and knock the Peoria Mustangs off the boards. That one hit the glass and out of play. So we will get a whistle and a face-off to the right of Walker.
And the longer this thing goes scoreless, the better about it you have to feel. You have to think the Stallions feel about this. I mean, they can keep Peoria off the board here into the third period. I mean, who knows what happens in the final 15.
Yeah, we mentioned Peoria having a solid defense, and we mentioned upon the offense too, but we were saying how valuable that low goals against total is.
23 goals allowed in 18 games.
So if you're the Stallions, I mean, yes, it's going to be hard to score on this Peoria Mustangs team, but if you've also held this Mustangs team and you've done a fair job in the offensive zone, about the same amount of attacking time other than maybe those power play opportunities, I mean, you can definitely give yourself a pat on the back. But you know what? Pat on the back doesn't do so much in the standings. You have to find the back of the net. You have to score. Kim now dumps that down and gives chase. He's going to get to his own pass, thrown in front. Backdoor opportunity. Oh, and just shanked wide. That was on the back door for the Mustangs. Looked like number 91, Jackson LaFrance.
Yeah, he was all alone.
That just rode up his stick.
Yep.
Back
Offsides.
into the zone, but that's offsides as O'Connell was a little late changing up, or tagging up. And we will get another whistle.
Another whistle indeed.
To go.
Another whistle indeed.
Still shots on goal, 17-4 in favor of the Mustangs. I don't know if that 4 has changed for the Stallions.
It was 3 at the start of the second period.
Yeah,
so.
We definitely have 1 here. But would like to get a little bit more offense if you're the Chicago Stallions. Make sure that you are getting zone time, and you know, hey, a lucky one might find the back of the net. You just have to put it there. Sent all the way down. Icing is waved off though on the tip. And the Stallions are going to keep zone possession here.
If somebody's going to get one for the Stallions, that guy with the puck right there is my pick, number 10, Jake Pease.
Yeah, he has been all over the ice for the Stallions, similarly to Kleist on the Peoria Mustangs. Now, very different play styles. I mean, of course, Kleist is a defenseman, so I wouldn't exactly put him as my initial goal scorer.
I've watched Jake for a couple of years.
But Jake Pease, yeah.
I've watched him offensively. He's a very skilled offensive player. Where's that C for the Stallions? And number 10 in black and gold looking to break loose and give his team a lead here.
Face-off will come outside the Stallions zone once again, as it is another offsides. 4:29 here in the second period. Won by the Mustangs, going wide with it, dropping back to the point. Brewer sends that one deep. Trying to peel that out of the corner. They do. Onto the backhand and just wouldn't go. That looked like Thomas Kimball in front there. And a slap shot from the point. Rick, wow. That was a rocket.
From guess who?
Yeah. I guess I should change my prediction. Maybe he will be the first goal scorer for this team. Throws that in front. Farrell battling for it now. He's got options at the point, but he can't dig that out. It's the Stallions that do. They flip it ahead. Ryan's the only one there to chase. It's not going to go far enough for icing, so Peoria will have to play it. Brewer will have to regroup. Thrown all the way down. They're playing catch D to D on opposing teams. It's Batty sending that one in. Sent back out of the zone by the Mustangs, and they look to go on the attack. Flipped in front. Pad save and steered into the corner by Walker. Flipped into the far corner of the Mustangs' end. Kleist able to move that puck up the half wall. LaFrance putting the body on Batty down low. This puck rings all the way around the boards and back out. Stallions will go D to D. Goldman tries to chip this puck back in and does, but it's the Mustangs that are going to be able to carry this out. Here comes Kleist. And wanted an offsides call from the stands. A shot and a rebound, and that just wouldn't go either. I think that was completely shot wide. I don't know if that tipped anything from Babcock.
Yeah, Babcock, I think, just put it wide of the near post.
But they did have Flynn Walker down, nothing doing, and we get another icing.
Yeah, that shots on goal discrepancy, Mike, now 20-4. This game has been utterly dominated by the black and blue of the Peoria Junior Mustangs.
And the fact that this is still a scoreless game, I mean, you see the Stallions players giving their goaltender taps on the pads and on the helmet. I mean, he has kept them in this. 20 shots he's faced already in the first 28 minutes of this game, and still a scoreless tie. In the corner now, Mustangs trying to pull that puck out into the slot. Turnaround shot just wouldn't go, and saved momentarily, but it was loose.
Walker
and
doesn't have his
scrambling.
stick.
When we get a whistle, I don't know if Peoria liked that call, but Walker lost the stick. Now you're not going to blow the whistle.
The net was off its peg. You got to blow it.
Yes. I was going to say, you're not going to blow the whistle just because a goaltender lost the stick. He's going to have to play without it, but he got the lucky, fortuitous net coming off its moorings. We saw both of these nets get knocked off last game. Of course, they were put back on, but there's always a little worry that it's not on all the way, right? So, referee double checks. We are good to go. Flipped to the blue line and now out. Stallions looking to go to work. Poke checked at the red line, but then sent all the way back down. That should be an icing. And we will do it again.
So many whistles.
I think I should just record a segment of me saying that's an icing, and then just hit a button to play it back at this point. 1:48 to go in this second period. 22-4 the shots on goal in favor of the Mustangs. But yet, nobody has found netting. Two Mustangs come up with the puck there into the high slot. Couple of stick handles thrown back to the point. Who else but Kleist sends that down low. Peoria able to take this from the corner, but it's thrown in front, and the Stallions will regroup and get out of their zone at the very least. Kleist back in though, trying to evade one, and we're going to get a call. That's going to be
a trip on Gulich. Yeah, Robert Gulich.
Gulich. So you've sustained all of the power plays and man advantages thus far, but you don't want to keep tempting fate here.
Yep.
Especially if you're the Stallions. I understand this is a very tough Peoria team, and sometimes your back's against the wall where you have to take a penalty in order to avoid something worse happening. But you've been in your zone for quite some time now, and if you can't get this out on the power play, it's going to be another 2 minutes of such. 1:16 to go here. 2 minutes on the clock for the power play. Shot from the point, and that breaks through. Kim with the first goal of the game, coming just within the last 2 minutes of the second period. And we finally have a goal in this one. I mean, if you're Flynn Walker, there's not much you can do, and his teammates are consoling him. That one did squeak through the pads 5-hole, but I mean, he's made 22 saves already in this game.
They wouldn't be where they were without Flynn Walker here this afternoon. So tough goal there. The shot from the point, the clean face-off win on the power play. That's the first step to a successful power play, is win that offensive zone draw. Cleanly back to Jacob Kim. Just a hard snapshot from the point. Found 5-hole.
So only 1-0 scoreline now. We have a goal. Kim for the Mustangs putting that one in. And just as the final minute is upon us here in the second period, it's going to be the Stallions having to regroup in the intermission and try to come back in this one. Glove save made there by Flynn Walker. We'll get another whistle. 49.3 to go here. Thrown down low. Falling play, but the Stallions are able to ring that around, but it's still not out.
Stallions have been pinned in their defensive zone this almost the entirety of this second period, Mike. They've had a couple of opportunities where they've worked the puck out to center ice, but almost exclusively Peoria is able to just turn around and dump it right back in. We see it again here.
Kimball now into the zone. Offsides is waved off. Backhand shot. That actually came on net, but sticked away by the defense. Stallions fans and bench alike wanted a call there, but that's just a good back check. And they're going to get close a whistle here that's offside.
Close to a hit from behind, I think, is what the fans wanted there. You can check, but if you can see their numbers, if you can see the name on the back of their jerseys, you can't hit them.
Gotta hold up.
Yeah.
4.9 to go here in period number 2. The Mustangs with a 1-0 lead going into this intermission. Puck is dropped. Stick is up in the midsection. Axel had that in O'Connell's midsection, but time is going to wind down and we will be into the second intermission. Well, the NIHL's Best Flow has its winners each season. This is a fun celebration of the best hockey hair in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this annual event among players and the fans who vote for their favorite flow. The players who represented their team and won the contest year were Squirt Chicago Hawks A5, Pee Wee Chicago Hawks A3, Bantam Chicago Blues A2, College Junior Prep Rockford Road Runners 18U, and Stream Sports Midwest Mike Napolitano. Oh, wait, no, I'm not on that list. They all won prizes for their team and for themselves. Prizes this season were sponsored by Jerry's Hockey, the Northern Illinois Hockey League, Chicoche University, and Culver's. Thank you, players and team managers, for another excellent year of NIHL's Best Flow. The NIHL regular season standings determine the qualifiers, and now we are in the 2025 NIHL Blackhawks tournament. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of the NIHL Blackhawks tournament games. We have one more game for you today. That is the Bantam 14U Premier Select Ice Dogs AA versus the North Shore Hockey Club AA. That is at 7 p.m., maybe a little bit delayed because of this game getting a little delayed and all these whistles, plus the game before this went to overtime. But stay tuned, and we'll live stream the Premier Select games all this Saturday. Tune in on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. Ready to go for period 3. They switch sides, and we are ready to go as play resumes. 15 minutes on the clock. The Stallions trailing by a goal here, looking for one just to keep this alive, their season alive. As we mentioned at the start of the broadcast, if the Stallions lose tonight, their season is over. If Peoria wins this game, they will solidify their spot in the NIHL, the Blackhawks Championship Tournament. That is happening at the United Center on March 9th. That's a Sunday. So mark your calendars, Peoria, if you hold on to this game. Stallions, you'd need to win tonight and another game tomorrow if you want to keep that hope alive. Into the Stallions' end now. Trying to dig that puck out from the boards there. Not quite able to throw that in front. Checked there, and the Stallions will be able to clear the zone. And look out, they could have a 2-on-1. Oh, and there's a trip, and look out. Oh,
another trip. You might get 2.
We're going to get 2. And nobody liked that slap shot at the end, but you know what?
Well, I don't know why they blew the whistle.
Yeah.
The Stallions had possession of the puck.
There wasn't a touch of the puck by the Peoria Mustangs, so play could have still gone on. That's not a slap shot technically after the whistle, but the whistle did go.
Yeah, we're getting 2 tripping penalties here on Jacob Kim and Jack Borman. And yeah, I don't know why that whistle blew. The Stallions had possession of the puck the entire time. Should have allowed him to play on there, but there's 2 skaters in the box. There's 2 skaters in the box.
And 4 Peoria Mustangs out here.
Yeah, and they're sounding the horn here.
Listen, I know I wasn't able to count earlier, but somebody else isn't able to count right now.
Okay, so Borman's coming out of the penalty box, so I guess he thought he went for the trip. So they're only getting the one. They're only getting that first one.
That is surprising to me.
Wow, that's really surprising.
So
yeah, that looked pretty clearly like 2 tripping penalties on Peoria, but only 1 was called.
Wow. This crowd is mumbling, but very silent right now. I think people are so confused. That shot from the point from Northrop gets deflected by a defenseman's stick. Stallions will go to work here. It is just a 5-on-4, not a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. 13:55 on the game clock.
The scoreboard is wrong. It says 1-1. So
yeah, that is also incorrect if you're seeing that, folks. It is 1-0 Mustangs. Not 1-1. Stallions are looking to find a goal here.
Have you ever seen a player go to the bench because go to the penalty box because he just assumed he was going to be whistled for a penalty?
I mean,
and then
basically
comes out of the
admitted
box?
guilt
Yeah,
at that point.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
And I think he was right. And that's offsides as Gulich was late to touch up. Stallions fans are not happy about that, but Gulich was late coming back, did not touch up. And they're going to call that one a little bit of an intentional offside, so it's coming all the way back to the dot right outside of the Stallions' end. They're still on the power play here.
And I think some of the Mustang parents are finally starting to notice the scoreboard here. Notice that it says 1-1, and they want to make sure everybody's aware that it is indeed 1-0.
Somebody is sleeping on the job, and it's not me. So I don't know what is going on. Hey, our scoreboard says.
Yeah, our scoreboard's right.
1-0.
Hey, look at our scorebug.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what it says here at Glacier.
Pease now across the blue line, pinched off by Kleist. Those two have been crucial players for each side. That puck stayed in despite a couple of extra little pomp and circumstance from the fans. Mustangs are able to clear. Kill some more time on this man advantage. They dump it deep.
Now it says 2-1
Yeah.
Stallions. They're going the wrong way.
I don't know if Vegas has the lines tonight, but it seems as though somebody really wants the Stallions to be winning this game. So much so that they're bending the rules.
There we go. They got it. They got it right. It's back to 1-0. 27 seconds left on this man advantage. Shots advantage 25-5. In favor of the Peoria Junior Mustangs.
You're supposed to subtract, not add. Even I know that.
Yeah.
And listen to my math skills live, you know. So 1-0 Peoria. 27 seconds to go on the Mustangs power play, but this faceoff is in their zone. They do win it, but they're corralling this behind the net, and they're looking to break out quickly here. Nothing really doing on this man advantage. Just a recap, we all thought it should have been a 2-man advantage for the 2 trips on the same play. But we play on with just one. You hear the goaltender, that is Flynn Walker, slapping his stick to alert his teammates that that power play is expiring. We are back to 5 skaters aside with just under 12 minutes to go here in the final frame of this one. Ooh, a little bit of extra contact after the puck had left, but still within the vicinity. We play on. Kleist trying to send that puck up, but the Stallions shoot this puck back in. And
it gets through!
It's a goal from center ice to tie the game at 1.
Nicholas
my
Franklin
goodness.
from center ice.
Holy cow. Can you believe it? That puck was basically a changeup or a knuckleball from center ice, and sometimes those are the hard ones. As soon as he shot that puck, Aaron, I will tell you, I thought, okay, this could be a little dangerous. I did not think that that would find its way into the back of the net.
Well, sometimes all it takes is a little bit of luck, Mike.
It is cliche, but that is definitely one that Maximo Montagues would want back, as it was also the game-tying goal, and that has given some life to these Chicago Stallions. Now the scoreboard is correct at 1-1, and Walker will flop on that one. We'll get a whistle and a face-off.
Wow.
That has changed the dynamic of this game very quickly.
Yeah, it absolutely has. We'll see if the Mustangs can take momentum back here quickly.
You know, from what I've seen today, obviously we haven't seen a goal get scored on them until just then and there, but from what I've seen, they seem like a strong team that can respond and answer to that. But at the same time, oh, what a hit. There's that response I was just talking about. However, this Stallions team has gotten a little bit of life in them now.
Yeah, that
Let's see if they can do something with it.
Kleist with the big hit on Peter Polsky.
Sticked away into the corner by Walker. Peoria trying to go to work now, top of the slot. A shot, it's loose momentarily, but held, and a whistle will cut the air. And as we get full sail changes for both teams, 10:47 to go in the final frame of this one. We were deadlocked at 0-0 for the majority of those first two periods before Peoria was able to net one with just under 2 minutes to go. And now it is a tie game with just under 11 minutes in total to go. Face-off won by the Stallions out of their zone. Pass off the Peoria defenseman's skate. That was the goal scorer, Kim, and two players go into the corner boards a little rough, but it's turned away, and the Stallions will regroup on defense. Way throws that puck up, a slap shot, sending that back down all the way, and that's going to be an icing. I don't know if Pease really, I mean, there might not have been another passing option there immediately as he was pressured, but I don't know if another one's going to go in from center, so you're just giving an icing call.
Why not try it, though, right?
Yeah, might as well, right? That's Petrie lining up for the draw. And Stallions are able to clear. Looks like they have numbers coming up, but they won't be able to get there in time as Kim was able to steer that puck wide. Gulich actually sent that back down low, and the Mustangs are going to have some trouble here. It was kept in the zone momentarily, but some good work along the boards, and Peoria is able to get that out. Getting really physical in front of the Stallions bench now. A couple of hits from Peoria. This puck is sent all the way back down, and no icing on that.
Yeah, no icing as Gregory Dorr was right along the boards. You could see him pull his stick back a little bit as that puck went past him.
All
so
right.
Officials weren't fooled.
Mustangs into the zone. A flip shot is blockered away. Stallions going to turn around with this one. Pease now. He has it over the blue line. A slap shot just rises well over the crossbar. Not gloved by Montagues. Stallions trying to work something in the offensive zone. They're not able to, and here comes Peoria the other way, hounding the Stallions' defense. It is quite literally a battle of two horses. Just, you know, the team's named after horses, but if you've been watching along with us here, these two teams, I mean, they've got some horses out there. Kleist has been out there almost all game. Pease has been out there almost all game, one for each side, and a lot of physicality to go around. They've got to have a little something extra in the tank in this third period in a deadlocked 1-1 game. Kleist now looking to get back into the zone with it. Has to curl and look out. Oh, it's flipped all the way back down as Stallions were changing. Almost looked like they were going to have at least a partial breakaway going the other way, but just an inopportune time. Stallions off the half wall and up the boards. Axel now gets the pass from Way. Axel cutting into the high slot. Axel a shot. Oh, and what a save by Montagues. It's loose, though. That goes to the corner. A
nice play by Gray Axel to get himself into some open space right in between the circles.
Chipped in by the Mustangs. They'll have a full sail change once more. Just kind of a live to fight another day opportunity. Oh, look out. Turnover at the blue line, and it's onside.
You got the game tied if you're the Stallions. You can't make mistakes like that in the middle of your defensive zone. Go up the boards.
You're lucky on that one, but one crucial mistake like that could be the difference in this game. Sticked into the corner by Walker. Peoria at the point, curls with it, and a shot just goes wide. Thrown back out of the zone, and having to regroup and corral that one is Gregory Dorr. Farrell now into the zone. Stick checked by two defensemen from Chicago. A backhanded shot and a good glove save by Walker, keeping this one tied. Shots on goal now 29-7 in favor of the Peoria Mustangs, and yet this is still a 1-1 game. Can you believe it?
Yeah, it just goes to show the type of game that Flynn Walker is having for the Chicago Stallions. Young number 50 down to our left has been absolutely fantastic. He has had the play right in front of him for almost the entirety of the play today.
Face off, won by the Stallions, but corralled in the offensive zone by Peoria. Shot, and that had to be waffle boarded away wide. Another blocker save from Walker, keeping his team in it. He's up to 30 shots faced tonight, and he's only let one of them in. Oh, nice move from Brewer to go through the legs, through the defender's triangle there. Sent back to the Stallions' defense. Up past the blue line, but out of the hands of Pease, and the Mustangs will re-corral. A couple of players coming up high on each other. A lot of stick checking in this neutral zone. Possession changes multiple times. Here comes Pease. He has a trailer. And a wide shot. Just doesn't go. A collision along the boards, and here come the Mustangs. They picked it up. If they hurry, they have a 2-on-1. Peoria, a spin-around shot. Savoie Fair style, and another shot just wouldn't go, and it looks as though we are going to get another penalty.
Yeah, here on the Stallions for a trip. I think it's going to be Reed Alford going back to the box.
That box has been crowded tonight. I don't see these penalty box doors opening. I don't think there's a penalty
whistle
there.
for?
I don't know what that whistle could have been for.
Maybe the official just lost sight of the puck.
I mean, that's not a call. I mean, it was nowhere near the goaltender, so I'm not sure why. But okay, we play on here. There wasn't a huge outroar from either bench either. Look out, Peoria's in the offensive zone again. Backhanded pass, blind to the slot. That was a no-look pass and almost worked out for Peoria. They'll head back, and the lone goal scorer for them, Kim, will regroup. Lost it at center. Sent down low into their zone once more. Jaden Petrie there. Puck protects behind the net. Finds Kim, but that kind of sneaks underneath his stick. And finally able to clear the zone. Here comes who else but Kleist. Here comes Kleist wide, and he scores! Wow, what a goal by Kleist! What a rip, what a shot!
I mean, it was, almost expected, right? I mean, given how he's played here today, and this time, he absolutely launched that one top corner. What a shot from Zachary Kleist.
Off the iron and in. I believe that was right where the post met the crossbar. You can't get more perfect of a shot than that. He was coming down this left-hand wing, shoots it across his body, across the goaltender, and on that far corner. That is just a beautiful shot. And Peoria once again has the lead. 5:06 to go here in the final frame. Shots on goal 32-7. And Peoria still only maintaining a 1-goal lead, but it's enough for them right now. Here they come on a 3-on-2. Peoria up on the rush. Babcock becomes the trailer himself. High slot shot. And that's gloved and saved by Flynn Walker. Another save from Flynn Walker. Yeah, he has been superb today.
He really has. I mean, they may come up on the short side of things here in this one, but He has absolutely nothing to hang his hat on, or nothing to hang his head from here. He's stopped 31 of 33 shots, and again, he has been under siege all evening long and has been more than up to the task. But this is just a swarming, smothering defense from the Peoria Junior Mustangs, not giving the Stallions anything offensively.
Stallions in their own end. That's Gulich off the glass and out. It goes all the way down, but icing is waved off because somebody must have made contact with it. There's a little bit of commotion from.
I think they're saying Kim could have played it. Yeah.
Playable.
Yeah.
Pease now across the blue line through one defender, wide, not able to get the full shot off. That's sent back to him down low.
I mean, if you're the Stallions, it almost feels like you're playing against 7 blue sweaters out there.
Yes.
It's just, it
is an onslaught.
They really, they help each other so well defensively. It's just layer after layer after layer, and it just is so hard to even get a good look. I mean, I don't think the Stallions, I think maybe on the last shift, Gray Axel was able to get himself in between the dots to get a clean shot, but they have had very, very few clean looks this evening.
Peoria sending that puck down low after they win the faceoff, and it's still in their zone. Oh, wow, what a hit, and we're going to get nope, it seemed like the referee put the whistle up, but nothing there, and we are going to get a whistle.
Yeah,
I don't believe that was a penalty, but just stopping play, and rightfully so for the injury. So
yeah, Houghton was put into the boards hard, and he's sitting up in the corner trying to get to his feet, and yeah, coach is coming over to look at him. He's standing up. Looks like he's all right, but yeah, he was put into the boards hard there.
Yeah. As I said, it seemed like a legal hit, just full-on yard sale. I mean, the glove went flying, the stick went flying, and first and foremost, you want to make sure when he hits the boards, he's okay. And he seems like he's all right, headed to the bench right now. A little shaken up maybe, a little snow on the back of the jersey, but able to get up on his own, so that's always a good sign.
When you go into those boards, especially if you hit the yellow along the bottom, there is no give in that at all. Like you can hit the boards by the glass, and there's a little bit of give there. But if you go low into the boards close to the ice, you may as well be hitting a brick wall.
Yeah, that is true. On top of already getting hit by a brick wall with the initial hit. Puck is flipped back out. Sent back deep by the Mustangs. No icing on that one. It was playable. Pease now taking this puck up the wing. Pease getting a rush wide and a shot that hits the mask of Montagues. Peoria now coming out of the zone with it.
Yeah, we're gonna get matching penalties here on Jackson LaFrance and Jake Pease. LaFrance with a little face wash behind the play, and then Pease with a stick whack, and the official saw it all, and he's sending them both.
That was a good call by the official. That was something I wasn't even paying attention to. I was looking at the play itself, but behind the play.
I was watching behind the play stuff.
You were too.
The two of them got caught up in the corner, and there was some face washing, there was some stick swinging, there was some fists flying.
Yikes. And here we go. Both sides will be able to replace their, nope. Yeah, we got 5-on-5
Yeah, 5-on-5.
I didn't see that late man for Peoria hanging back there, but 5-on-5 offsetting penalties. Stallions working that up the half wall. They like to go along this wing right here, but haven't been able to penetrate the inside or the slot area of this Peoria defense
There's just
all day.
so much length from this Mustangs team. You look at Jacob Kim, Zachary Kleiss, the two defensemen that are out there right now. Those are both 6 foot tall, 14 under players with just ridiculous reach, and it's just hard to get anything going to the net if you're the Stallions.
Babcock weaving with it, uses the trailer. That was O'Connell, and a pass in front, back door. Oh, that rattled around, and it's still loose. Down low, O'Connell. Sending that back for Brennan. The net is off. Referee, I don't believe, sees it. And the puck comes all the way down, so it's not in harm's way. We will play on as the referee is able to adjust the net. And it's back to how it needs to be on those pegs. Franken battling for that there. Stallions desperately trying to get into the zone. You're going to look for Walker to probably make a beeline to the bench within the next minute. There's 1:46 on the clock, so, I mean, there's a 1-goal deficit, and you're going to want to get that extra attacker out there so long as you can get possession in the offensive zone. But that is the crucial part. Can the Stallions sustain offensive zone time?
Yeah, I mean, 1:32 left. I mean, you can even consider doing it right now. You're going to get an offensive zone draw right here. This is going to be as good an opportunity as you would have here probably for the rest of this game.
This is your season on the line. Looks like they are going to call a timeout on the Stallions side of things. We'll see if the goaltender heads to the bench to talk about this timeout and then stays there. But on the Peoria side of things, it's got to be a little nerve-wracking as well. You're only holding on by a 1-goal lead. You've put 35 shots on net, and somehow you've only scored 2 goals. You've only allowed 8 shots. I mean, this is as lopsided of a shots on goal category as you can see, and yet this is a very closely contested, well-fought game by both sides.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, but this just goes to show how good this Peoria Junior Mustangs team is. I mean, they have totally smothered what is a pretty good Stallions team, and the only goal for the Stallions was for a fluke goal from center ice. So it's been an impressive performance here this afternoon, or this evening now, from this Peoria 14U squad.
Referee whistle cuts the air as we will get back to the action as the timeout is pretty much done. Stallions kind of taking a little extra advantage of that right now. The referee looking to probably break up that talk in just a moment. And here we are. Here's the empty net as we predicted. 6 skaters out there for the Stallions as their season is on the line. 92 seconds to go. They are down a goal. Northrop sends it down the half wall. Stallions fighting for it 3-2 in the corner there. Black to blue sweaters. It goes all the way back down. They're going to have to race for this. Ryan is there. No icing. Look out. Peoria may have had that in the zone, and a huge hit. That seemed legal, though, so we play on.
And that was O'Connell that was buried in the corner.
And look out, it's right at the blue line for the Mustangs if they can get this in.
Babcock couldn't shoot it because one of his skaters was inside the zone. It would have been offsides.
Yes, yeah. But out comes Peoria with the puck. O'Connell now has it. Forced onto his backhand. A backhand opportunity, though, still nonetheless. And that just sticked wide. 42 seconds to go. Stallions still in search of 1 goal here. Stallions move this up the wall. They're in the zone. They have a man back door, but not able to get that there. That's rung back around with 27 to go on the clock. Northrop sends this along the boards, but it's not able to be there. It's going down, and he's going to be able to catch up to that, but just barely. 15 seconds to go on their season. It's sent all the way back down, and it's in the empty net for a Peoria Mustangs goal.
I think that was Kim again. And Jacob Kim with a couple of goals, including the dagger. And the Peoria Junior Mustangs, Mike, are the second team to punch their ticket to the United Center.
Yeah, that is Jacob Kim getting that one, the insurance goal with 12.2 to go. And this game is all but wrapped up for the most part. Going to line up for one more draw here. Goaltender Flynn Walker back in the net. But, you know, the Stallions put up a great fight here. In fact, they had the lead at one point. No, they tied it.
Yes.
My bad. They only had the lead when they screwed up the scoreboard.
Right.
but unfortunately, just not able to get the job done. The final horn sounds. Peoria Junior Mustangs, Bantam 14U, headed to the United Center on March 9th for the NIHL Blackhawks Championships as they dispatched the Stallions in 2 games. The final score here today, 3-1.
And that was about as dominating a performance as we've seen here this afternoon and this evening, Mike, is offensively and more. And I said this right at the beginning when looking at their numbers, right? I was more impressed with the fact that they'd only given up, 23 goals in 18 games, and they showed why tonight. This is a smothering defense. This is a very, very good Mustangs team.
We will be watching out for them on March 9th at the United Center. For my cameraman, Dalton Cooper, my partner, Aaron Schellen, and myself, Mike Napolitano, thank you for tuning in. We've got one more game here for you tonight. It's supposed to start at 7. It is between the North Shore Hockey Club and the Ice Dogs. However, it is 2 minutes to 7 right now, so it'll probably be a little bit more like 7:10 start. But stick here with us on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel for more NIHL hockey. Thank you again for tuning in.